Hey everyone, thank you for joining me again for my final day of our family vacation here in Orlando. Everyone is doing their last minute packing, routine, and we're getting ready to head to the airport in just a little while. Yesterday we went to our last theme park, which is Universal Studios, and we had a blast. Our first ride was Gringotts, I think is how you say it, Gringotts over in Diagon Alley, which is part of the whole Harry Potter theme thing. And we just had a blast on that ride. It's a virtual 3D ride that also takes you on a bit of like a roller coaster type of thing. So much fun. And we did just about everything we wanted to do. We even got into the virtual queue for Jimmy Fallon's 3D ride through. It's actually 4D, which means there's movement involved as well. But it's like a 4D ride through New York City with Jimmy Fallon, which was so much fun. Anyway, we had a great time yesterday, and you can imagine we had done 5 parks in 5 days and were incredibly exhausted. Everyone's feet are just shot. Listen, I don't know how people go to theme parks in regular shoes or anything other than really comfortable tennis or sneakers, tennis shoes or sneakers. They're called tennis shoes in the South. I say sneakers from New York, but you know what I mean, running shoes, cross-training shoes, something like that. I see people at these parks in very like flimsy flip-flop shoes and in sometimes actual shoes, like shoes with heels. I've even seen some women in like fancy heels at the parks. I don't know what they're doing. It is insanity. I mean, you're tired even just walking from the parking lot to the entrance of the the parks because that's a bit of a distance. And then you think, I have one of those step loggers on my phone, those apps, and we did easily 18,000 to 22,000 steps a day. That's a lot of walking, you guys. So anyway, that's that. We are exhausted. We had a great time, and it is time to head back up to Central Virginia. And I look forward to getting home and just relaxing. My scent of the day today is one that I probably should have worn during the week. So it's kind of funny that I'm wearing it on my day going home, and it is Beach Walk by Maison Margiela. And I don't even know why I'm holding this up to the camera because you can't see it. But hopefully you're enjoying that cool fountain there in the background. So by the way, guys, the Sephora sale starts today. The spring sale. Say it with me. Spring sale, Sephora. If you are a Rouge member, you get 20% off. And so, spoiler alert, I actually put a full bottle of this in my purchase. You know that I got up early and put my Sephora order in. I put in a massive order, and I will do like a haul video on all of the items once those arrive. But this one is among them, and it's one that I have been toying with buying for over a full year now. You can see from this travel spray that I am down to maybe about the halfway mark. And it's one that I've been testing and testing to see if it's full bottle worthy. And I think that the answer is yes. Well, the answer better be yes, because there's one getting prepared by the Sephora staff in my order, and it's on its way to me soon. So this is one that is really, it's called Beach Walk. And if you're familiar with the Replica line, it's called Replica because it is replicating a memory or a scene or something like that, an experience. It's not replica because it's a fake, which is what someone else told me they thought it meant. No, these are authentic fragrances, but it replicates an experience. So in this case, it's a beach walk, or what it might smell like if you were walking on the beach or walking away from the beach or maybe to the beach or something like that. And I think I am in the phase of this where it's a very, very strong like, maybe even bordering on a love. I'm not quite sure if I'm at the love stage yet, but it's delightful enough that I wanted a full bottle and was willing to pay the full bottle price. So it's a 3.4 ounce bottle, and I think it was at $130 with 20% off. So not too awful for a full bottle with the discount, and I thought it was worth it. So this one at the top has a citrusy opening. It's bergamot and lemon, and one other note that I can't recall right at the moment. Oh, it's pink pepper. So it's like a citrusy, peppery opening, but I find it not so spicy, like not too peppery. It's more on the citrus side, but it's also kind of creamy, I think, at the opening. And you guys, I have now tried this multiple times on multiple days in different kinds of weather, so I feel very comfortable giving this particular review. In the middle, this has a lang-a-lang. It also has coconut milk. So not just a straight like synthetic kind of coconut note, but coconut milk, which I find to be a little bit rounder, softer, creamier than a typical coconut scent. And it also has a note called transluzone. I had to look that up because on Fragrantica it says that heliotrope is in the middle. So I'm not quite sure if there's a relationship between heliotrope and transluzone. But you know how it is with Fragrantica, you don't always get the exact notes that are on the manufacturer's site. So sometimes you got to cross-check. Otherwise, I'd be here telling y'all, I think I hear that. I'm saying I think I hear because there are church bells in the distance. Do you hear that? I don't know if the audio is picking it up. So I was hearing the church bells, but meaning to say that Fragrantica will play you and have you out here telling people, I think I smell heliotrope, when maybe it's not even a note in the fragrance. That happens all the time. But transluzone is, I had to look that up. It's similar to the other fragrances that are, or the notes rather, that are in perfumes that are ozonic and mimicking like a marine kind of vibe. So that I definitely get in the middle of this. And in the base, you have cedar, benzoin, and I think one other note along those lines. But what I get from this is a really pleasant, I think, right on beachy smell. It's not completely coconut, but it's nice and creamy. And it is a little bit citrusy as well. And so I find this really pleasant and comforting. It does remind me of like a really nice suntan lotion. So not like the most chemically smelling ones, but the ones that are a little bit more on the perfumey side. Yeah, that's what I get from this. I think there is a sunblock from, I think it's Neutrogena, that is in the yellow bottle, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably messing that all up, but it's actually very fragrant. So it doesn't smell like your typical 80s and 90s sunblock, for example. It's more like a creamy, coconutty smell. It's round, it's pretty, it's deep, and it has some perfume in it. That's what this beach walk reminds me of. And it has pretty decent lasting power. The opening is the best part, and it does die down quickly, I have to say, but the middle is pretty too. The middle lasts for a number of hours, maybe 4 to 6-ish hours, and the dry down gets soft but stays with you for an additional few hours. So I would say the lasting power on this is decent. And the full bottle is going to be on its way to me soon, so I'm really excited about that. And thank you all for joining me on my vacation here in Orlando and listening to me ramble on about our various theme park experiences here. We've had a delightful vacation, totally exhausted, but we're going home happy with good family memories. And so that is my review of Beach Walk and my final thoughts about our vacation here. I'll see you all back in Central Virginia. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.